Hey guys, welcome back to Nancy's Homestyle Kitchen. In last week's video, I made a creamy lemon chicken or risotto, and I was telling you about my Costco rotisserie chicken hack. So as you can see here, I have what's left of the rotisserie chicken after I carved the breast meat off to use for that recipe. And today I want to show you why this is always something I pick up at Costco every single time. $4.99. I had the breast meat for my other recipe. And then now I can use this to make the most wonderful chicken stock. It's super easy, and I just make it all in the Instant Pot in less than an hour. I have my Instant Pot set to the saute setting on high. I have my kettle coming to a boil with some water because we're going to need about 2 quarts of water. And I've went ahead and sliced up half of a yellow onion. So let's go ahead and break this up and dump it in here. And then I have 1 stalk of celery and 1 carrot that I chopped up. Turn that off, my water's boiling. Okay, so we just want to saute this to kind of start caramelizing the onion and a little bit of the celery, soften the carrot, and just release some of the flavors. So while that is sauteing, and I'm going to keep stirring it, let's talk about the chicken. So here's the skin. I reserved the fat. I even took the bag that the chicken came in, put a little bit of hot water on the bottom, and got the rest of the juices from the bottom and have them here in this cup. So we will be adding that. You want to use every single piece. And what I like to do is you want to break this up as much as possible. Now I understand there is a lot of chicken on here. Some people like the legs and the wings and the thighs. I'm just really, really picky when it comes to that. And so I don't eat that. I just like the chicken breast. So if you can break the bones, do it. It's not going to break at this point. But go ahead, and you just want to break up as much of this as you can, because by exposing the bones and shredding this, you're going to be able to extract more out of the chicken to make your stock. So, and there's no method to this other than just pulling it all apart. And then keep an eye on your sautéed vegetables. We're going to be straining all of this out, so you don't have to really worry about anything that's coming into this pile. And sometimes these bones can be a little sharp, so just be careful. Okay, this is looking perfect. Now we'll go ahead and we are just going to put all of this chicken into the pot. And then get a silicone spatula, because anything that is kind of gelatinous on here, it's like full of collagen. You want to get all of that into the Instant Pot. And give this a stir so I can get the onions, carrots, and celery kind of mixed up in with the meat. Here's the drippings from the bottom of the bag. And then here's my boiling hot water. This is just going to give a good head start. I'm gonna rinse out this cup because I want every drop of goodness. And then go ahead and this about 2 quarts, and there is on the inside of the Instant Pot, there is a max fill line. Looks like I might be able to add a little bit more. I'm gonna use as much as I can. Okay, so more water. I'm going up to that max pressure cook fill line. And in here, it looks like it's about 4 quarts. So by the time you have the chicken, the vegetables, and the water in there, it's about 4 quarts. Once you have all that in there, simply grab your lid, give it a check, make sure your seal is seated all the way around the inside of the lid, that your little pressure seal moves freely up and down. Put your lid on, hit pressure, custom, high, and we want to take this to 40 minutes. And hit start. That's all there is to it. This is gonna pressure cook for 40 minutes. It'll take about 5 minutes for it to come up to temperature. Having the boiling water in there to start is gonna help speed up that process. Once it's done pressure cooking for 40 minutes, we're not gonna touch it. We're just gonna let it natural release for about 20 minutes. Because if we go ahead and open it right away, it's gonna interrupt this whole beautiful process that's happening inside the pressure cooker. So I will be back once it's cooled off and we're ready to take the lid off. Okay, this has been sitting here for probably about 30 to 40 minutes. My pressure valve has gone down, so I know all the pressure is released. I'm gonna go ahead and take the lid off. And look at that beautiful chicken stock. It is still really hot. The next step we need to do is to strain all of the pieces out into this container, so that way we are just left with the stock. And I think the safest and best way to do this is actually over at the sink. As you can see, we have over 2 quarts of golden chicken stock. Now, I'm gonna be making a recipe tomorrow, so I wanna go ahead and save a quart of chicken stock. So I'm going to fill my mason jar with a quart of the stock. And the rest, I'm gonna show you how I put in cubes that I put in the freezer. Okay. Here is my quart for my recipe tomorrow. And then these are 1 cup silicone freezing cubes. And let's see how many we get. And you just don't want to fill them all the way up because they do expand a little bit when they freeze. So here we go, 1 quart of chicken stock for me to use tomorrow. And now I have 7 1-cup cubes that I can freeze. And then once they're frozen, I pop them out of the silicone tray and put them into a gallon Ziploc bag. And then whenever I need chicken stock, this is my go-to. I hope you enjoyed this little hack that I'm sharing with you today. Rotisserie chicken at Costco is always on my shopping list. I think it should be on yours as well. Thank you for watching. If you like this content, please hit the like button, consider subscribing, and I will be back next week with another recipe from my kitchen.